Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of aquatic creatures. Have you ever wondered how fish manage to breathe underwater? I mean, water contains oxygen, but if you tried to breathe while submerged, it would be impossible. So, how do fish do it? How do they extract oxygen from water? And, is it true that all sea creatures can breathe underwater? Before we dive into the answers, if you're new here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and click the bell so you never miss any of our videos. Breathing is one of the most vital processes for all living creatures. Oxygen is essential to power our cells, helping us generate energy, move, and carry out all life functions. For us humans, our lungs play a crucial role. They take in oxygen from the air and distribute it throughout our body via the bloodstream. They also help expel carbon dioxide. But, fish don't have lungs like we do, and there's no air underwater for them to breathe. So, how do they manage to get the oxygen they need? Most fish extract oxygen from the water using their gills. Gills are specialized organs, usually in pairs of 4, but some species, like sharks, can have up to 7. These gills are located behind the fish's mouth and on either side of its head. They're made of thin filaments, which are packed with blood vessels. This is why gills have a reddish color. Now, let's break down how the process works. First, the fish gulps water through its mouth. As the water passes over the gills, oxygen is absorbed into the bloodstream through those thin filaments. The blood vessels then carry the oxygen to the rest of the body, while carbon dioxide is expelled through the gills, much like how we exhale CO2. It's almost like a strainer that separates oxygen from water. But here's the thing, breathing underwater isn't as easy as it sounds. The amount of oxygen dissolved in water is significantly lower than in air. To put it into perspective, at the surface, water contains only about 8 milligrams of oxygen per liter, while the air has around 210 milligrams per liter. The deeper you go, the lower the oxygen levels become, which makes the process even harder for fish. Now, not all fish rely solely on gills to breathe. There are actually over 450 species of fish that can breathe air directly. These fish have adapted in unique ways. For example, some have lungs in addition to gills, while others can absorb oxygen through their skin. One of the most interesting examples is the climbing perch, a fish found in Southeast Asia. Believe it or not, this fish can survive out of water for up to 6 days, and it can even feed on land. Another example is the walking catfish, commonly found in Egypt, which can also live outside water as long as its skin remains moist. And of course, we can't forget about whales and dolphins. These magnificent creatures breathe air just like us, but their respiratory system is entirely different from fish. They use lungs, and they can hold their breath for up to 8 minutes or more while diving deep into the ocean. Unlike fish, they don't use gills at all, they rely solely on the air they inhale when they surface. So there you have it. Fish have evolved incredible ways to breathe underwater, whether through gills, lungs, or even skin. If you made it to the end of this video, you're awesome, just like the fish in the sea. Don't forget to give us a like before you leave, and if you have any questions keeping you up at night, drop them in the comments, and we'll answer them in our next video.